Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are done with that of Ielts speaking module. Now we are moving with another module we are going to start today that is called Ielts academic writing. Player, we are going to start with Ielts writing module. If you are planning, because I have all my students academic, but let me tell you that Ielts writing module for students, if you're planning for taking Ielts academic or Ielts general, it would be a little bit different. Let me explain it. In this part, like an Ielts writing module, if you're planning for academic and those students, they're aiming for general. So there is a slight difference because we will have two parts. That is, number one, you need to go for an academic, you will be giving a graph and you will write down clear on that graph plus an essay. And in general, there is no graph, but you will be giving a letter in place of graph plus essay. So the difference is only over here with that of a graph and letter clear in first part. We will explain in more detail later on, but I just want to clarify here. If students, they are planning for Ielts academic, they will go in the first part for a letter, this one. And if you're aiming for that of general, you will go for a graph, this one, clear? And the second part, that essay one, it's for both academic and general are the same. There is no difference. So as I have all my students for Ielts academic, so we will go with that of Ielts academic writing module. But the difference is only in the first graph. Clear? It's this is not a big difference. Essay is same, but in the first part, clear, you will have a little bit differences. So let's move. We are going to take the class now. Ielts writing module, you will be given to complete clear two tasks. How many tasks you will have? There would be two tasks for you people. One we call Ielts writing task 1, and the second one is called Ielts writing task 2. So there will be how many tasks? There will be two tasks. Clear? We need to complete two, we can say essays or two tasks, this one. And the time you will be given, clear, complete time for this part, you will be given how much time? You will have 1 hour time. Total time for the complete essay, you will have 1 hour. And if 1 hour is less for you, then you can go for 60 minutes time. And 1 hour, you need to complete how many tasks? You need to complete two tasks, clear? One we call task 1, and the second one is called task 2. This is my task 1. You will have to go for task 1. And in the second part, clear, you will go for task 2. And total time, as I said earlier, that for both task 1 and task 2, clear, for both of them, you will be given how much time? You will be given 1 hour time, clear? The time you will have for both tasks, either you are planning for task 1 for this one and this one. To complete both tasks, clear, how much time you will be given? You will be given, as I said earlier, 1 hour time, 1 hour, clear? So time we will have, that is 1 hour, and we need to complete these two tasks. The first task, clear, this is, you will spend how much time? You will spend 20 minutes time on the first task. Like you will divide your time of 1 hour on both tasks, 20 tasks, 20 minutes time, you will divide for task 1, and 40 minutes time, you will divide for that of your task 2, clear? So when we have task 1, task 2, so if you plus, clear, you add both of them, 60 plus the second one, clear? If you just add up them, both of them, so how much it becomes? You will get 60 minutes for both tasks. So combined, we will have how much time? 60 minutes time. So what I can suggest you that spend 20 minutes time, because you will be given both tasks at the same time. Task 1 and task 2 both will be given, and you will have 1 hour time. So if you spend more time on task 1, then you will have less time that will be left clear for you on uh, for task 2. And task 1, clear, task 1, uh, it you will be given the total marks, clear. So that task 1, it contains 25% of your marks, clear. So it means that you will be given less marks for this, and as task 2, it contains 75% of your marks is based on what? That is based on your task 2. So for task 1, so what I can suggest you, so is I have even like written here below that the score you will be given on task 1, it will be 1/3, clear? And for task 2, it will be 2/3 of your IELTS speaking. So it's better that to spend more time on task 2 as compared to task 1. But I do not say that task 1 is less important than task 2, because if you score less in task 1, so in task 2, your task 2 score or overall score will be disturbed. As we have total band for IELTS writing module, how much band do we have? There are 9. Total band for IELTS writing module, clear? We have 9 band completely. So we have 9 band. If you score less in task 1, so your overall band, clear, your 9 band would be what? It would be disturbed. So it's better to perform better in task 1, as well you are supposed to perform better in task 2. And then task 1, as I said, in task 1, type of question you will be given what? Graph. It could be a graph, it can be chart, clear. It can be, you can be provided with a map, clear, or it could be a diagram. Different type of graphs, clear, or charts can be given to you. There can be a map, clear, or there could be what? A diagram. Later on, we will be talking, inshallah, one by one, all of them, clear. We will study, inshallah, that how to go with all the things. Whereas in task 2 of your IELTS writing task, clear, we will go with what? We will go with essay. You will have essay and you need to write down on that essay. The words, clear, words limits are very important here for you, that on task 1, you need to write down this part, clear, that of your graph, you need to explain in how many words? You will explain them, clear, in 150 words minimum, 150 words. But these words are minimum. Clear? You will write down about minimum words of how many? 150. If you write less than 150 words, so then we have task achievement marks, and task achievement marks will be deducted from you. And whereas in task 2, you will have to write down how many words? 250 words. And 250 words are minimum. As I said earlier, if you write less than 250 words or 150, your marks could be deducted. At the same time, I can suggest you that even don't write like it should be between 160, clear? 150 to 160, 150 to 160 words. Keep yourself like, tight. Or 250 to 250 words to 260 words. Because if you write down, suppose if a student, he writes 200 words here for task 1 and 300 words for that of task 2. So look, what would be the problem? Because your mistakes will be counted more in 200. Like if you go for 200 words, so you will have more mistakes where in 200 as compared to 160 or 150 words. Because if you write down for 200 completely your task 1, so you may go for more blunders. So if you do a lot of mistakes, so all your 200 words mistakes will be counted are mistakes, clear? And the same way, if you go for 250 to 260, number one thing, you can complete your task achievement. And number two, your words will be what? your words be completed. But if you go for 300 or more than that, so what you will do a lot of mistakes and your marks could be deducted in that case. So it was an overall, like generally we talked about it. And writing module, we will have two tasks, task 1 and task 2. We will have 1 hour time for it, and we need to perform 2 tasks. And task 1, you need to write down 150 words, and the time you will have, that is 20 minutes time. And you will be given a graph, clear, chart or anything, and you need to write down on that. We will go for practical examples and all the things later on. And as task 2 is concerned, you will need to write 250 words, clear, and what we will have 40 minutes time would be given to us, and you will write down an essay about it, clear. So I hope like it's clear to all of you. This is the entire chart, like you can take the notes because each and everything has been clearly mentioned here in the chart as well. So let's move towards the next slide. Here we come, that this is also very important for you, that how examiner will be will grade you, clear. How are you graded by the Ielts writing examiner? So it's very important because you should understand that how would I be given like marks on the test day. Remember, we're coming towards this. This is very important topic where we are going to talk. How are you graded? Like how you will be given marks. There are 4 areas, clear. How many areas? 4 areas. Number 1 area, you will be given, you will be graded, clear. You will be given score on the basis of task achievement. Number 2, you will be given score on the basis of cohesion and coherence. And the third one, we have lexical resource. And the fourth one, we will go with that of grammatical range and accuracy. So these are the 4 areas. I have written here 25%, 25%, but what I can go as well, that I can write down that you will have 9 band for your task achievement, 9 band. 25 mean 9 band, for example. And you will have 9 band for that of coherence and cohesion. Then you will have 9 band for your lexical resource. I'm going to explain one by one, clear? And then you will have 9 band for that of grammatical range and accuracy. Now, if you calculate all of them, 9, 9, 9, and 9. So we get like, if you calculate all of them, so 9 multiply, if I just put multiplication sign here, multiply by 4. So how much do we get? We get 36. And then if you divide 36 by 4, we get how much? Overall, we have got 9 band. So remember that examiner is not going to give you marks on the basis of how much you have written or how much you have like used vocabulary, strong vocabulary words, advanced words, and your grammar is okay, all the things. No, examiner will be looking for each and everything on the day, clear over here. How? Suppose there is a student, he gets less band and thereof like task achievement. What is task achievement? I'm going to explain later on, clear? He gets suppose 6 band and task achievement. And then examiner, when he checks out your coherence and cohesion, you get, for example, 5 band over here. You get, suppose, in lexical resources, you get 7 band. And you get, for example, in grammatical range, you get 6 band. So now, look here, if you calculate all of them overall, we have 6, 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 7. So it becomes 18, 18 plus 6, it becomes 24. We scored how much? 24. Now 24 divided by 4. So how much score did you get now? You'd score 6 band and Ielts writing module. You have been given how much band? 6 band. So it means if you want to improve your overall score, you need to improve individual scores as well. Let's talk about the first one, task achievement. What is task achievement, Claire? Task achievement means like there are few things that they are important to be understood while you are being given a question, Claire. So the first thing, did you understand clear, or did you answer the question clear? Number one thing, what the examiner has asked you, did you answer clear, uh, that of the question properly or not? Like what examiner is asking you, what he is expecting clear, did you answer according to his expectations or not? If you did not answer according to the question, so it means your task achievement marks would be deducted. We will study about type of question. It will be clear to you people, inshallah. You will score well in task achievement. Then after number this one, we have, did you select the main features, select successfully, main features. What I mean by main feature means like if you've been given graph clear, so have you selected the main theme clear, or the main keywords over there or not? We will inshallah, once we start talking about graphs and over there, I will let you know that how to select main features clear. And the third one, did you write at least 150 words? If you write less than 150 words, your marks will be deducted. So these are the three main areas where you will be given marks by the examiner. If you score well in these three areas, clear, you fulfill all these requirements, so you will be given out of 9, what, this is the 9, these are 9 band, so out of 9 band, you will be given like, at least 8 or 7 band, clear, 8 or 7 band over here. But if you did not complete it, so your marks will be what? Your marks will be deducted. Number second thing is coherence and cohesion. Now, what I mean by this, overall for this, how much band we have? 9 band. Coherence and cohesion means, is your essay well organized or not? Like, have you properly organized your essay or not? Like, there are paragraphs like you need to write an introduction, you need to write down like an overview clear for task 1. Did you write the explaining overview paragraph number 1, overview paragraph number 2? Did you explain each and everything properly or not? If you explain everything properly, you're going to be given good band and Ielts. But if your essay is not well organized, you haven't properly written the introduction paragraph, you did not write overview paragraph, so everything is like it's not organized, clear? So examiner can deduct your marks over here. Number 2, have you written clear separate paragraph for each idea? Like if you want to write down about that of what we call task 1. So in task 1, we have got 4 paragraphs that examiner wants you to write down, clear? How many paragraph? 4. So have you written 4 paragraphs or not? Like for example, later on we will study, have you written the proper introduction paragraph? Number 2, have you written overview for it? If you have you written the third one, like that of, have you properly clear explained overview paragraph number 1, or supporting overview paragraph number 1, and number 2 is supporting overview paragraph number 2. So how many paragraph? Like this is the proper sequence. We have written 4 paragraphs. If you have written 4 paragraphs correctly, so your examiner is going to give you good band for that of your coherence and cohesion. And the same way is the case for task 2. In task 2 again, and he wants you to write down an introduction, for example. Later on, we will study all these things in more detail, clear? But this is the first day that you should understand, like you should get, your concept must be clear that how would I be given by the examiner marks. Number 2, have you written that of number 1, clear, supporting paragraph number 1. Supporting number 1, we have, that is number 1 thing, we have an introduction. After an introduction, have you explained or body paragraph number 1? We will go for body paragraph number 2. And after that, we will write down conclusion. Like this is the format, clear? We need to write down 4 paragraphs for that of task 1. And then we will write down, these are the 4 paragraphs, clear? For task 1. And these are the 4 paragraphs we will write, inshallah. We will study all these things for task 2. So this is what I mean by writing down, clear, separate paragraphs in each idea. If you do all these things, your marks will be deducted. Clear? You will be given good band by Ielts. But if you don't follow this, your marks will be what? Your marks will be deducted. After this, the third thing, you are supposed to use what? Linking words. What do you need to write down? Linking words. Proper linking words are necessary. You need to go for linking. But what are linking words? Linking words are those words I will send you, Claire, like to connect one word with another word. Like, for example, if I say because, if I say therefore, if I say moreover, Claire. So these are what an additional, Claire. So these are the word I will send you, inshallah, for all these linking words. You need to understand them. You have to go through, Claire. We will also take one of the lectures on linking words. If you properly follow all these three things, your marks for that of coherence and cohesion will be improved. The third one, we come up here, that is called lexical resource. The third one we want to talk here about lexical resource. What I mean by lexical resource, the same way we will have 9 band for lexical resource. Lexical resource means your vocabulary, clear? Your vocabulary, range of vocabulary. Like for task 1, we will use different sort of vocabulary words. For task 2, we will use different sort of vocabulary words. We will inshallah have lecture on vocabulary words as well. So vocabulary is important here. Have you properly used the vocabulary words or not? If you did not properly use the vocabulary form of that, clear, so your marks could be deducted. Number second, the correct spelling of vocabulary verb, clear? Correct spelling you need to write down. And the third thing is appropriate word choice, clear? That have you written proper word choice or not? The form of word and correct word should be placed what message or what concept you want to clear in the writing. The last one we have, clear, that is called grammatical range and accuracy. Again, grammatical range and accuracy has got 9 band, clear. It deals with what? It deals with that of number one thing, that you need to write down variety of what? Variety of sentence writing. If you remember, we have already studied about sentence writing. When you start writing writing down, clear, you should use all 4 types of sentences. You must write about simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences, compound complex sentences. If you don't understand about types of sentences, so the video is present on my YouTube channel. You can go and you can watch, clear, and understand, because understanding sentence writing is very important for all of you. After that, sentence writing, it will be counted in your grammar. Then correct verb tense. Verb tense is important here for you. Like, do you understand proper tenses or not? Simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense, clear? All tenses, like what message you want to give, so tense should be correct. And the last one, use correct punctuation. Like if you need where to put comma, when you need to put a full stop, clear? These things are important for you to understand. If you follow all these proper rules, clear, how you will be given marks, and if you understood it and you properly like follow them, so I'm sure you can get quite easily 7.5 to 7 band and Ielts writing task. Tomorrow, inshallah, we're going to go with it of task 1. Inshallah, we will start task 1, clear? So we will have first lecture on task 1 of your Ielts writing. So then we will inshallah join again.